This last week I went to the Warrior Expo, and for those of you that don't know what that's all about, that is for military, law enforcement, fire department, EOD, etc., etc. And it's just a place where we can go to look at all the new products and offerings that are coming out. There are specific companies. We're going to just stick to one of those companies that was there today, and that was Strider Knives. And wow, I had no idea that Strider had NSN knives, and knives that we in the military can purchase for our unit, and at a price point that's basically the same as the Benchmades, Gerbers, and wow. And these knives are built to last and to function and to stay really sharp. The individual that was there that I talked to was Dwayne Dwyer. I hope I said that correct. He is the vice president / owner of Strider Knives. He also makes some custom knives, custom grinds, etc., etc. I did have an opportunity to get one of those, but I passed it up because of a lack of knowledge on my part. But and that just proves that certain brands of knives just kind of, even for people like myself that have, you know, close to 1,000+ knives, it's easy for you to miss really well made knives. I've had someone actually even PM me about Strider Knives and said, hey, I mean, dude, do you not like them because you've never done a video on Strider Knives? Is there something wrong with them? Just because I have 1,000+ knives doesn't mean that I know every single brand that's out there and every knife, you know, the best knife to choose, because there really is no best knife. I mean, there are very good knives. You know, the age-old argument of the Sebenza versus Strider, we all are very familiar with that. You know, they're just very good knives. You know they're very good knives when people make videos on YouTube discussing the personality of the makers and getting really emotional about the knives, in my opinion. A knife is a tool, and how well it's made, the type of material, the heat treat, the knowledge of the maker is important to me. You know, I'm not going to go out and go to this dude's wedding and or you know, picnic at it in his backyard. The thing is talking to Dwayne, he is very knowledgeable. You all know my background. I'm in the military. I use knives all the time. I also, in my job, I'm an inspector, and I can really geek out on all types of metal, and I really don't really get into that because it's boring for most people. But Dwayne and I geeked out a little bit, and he really knows his stuff. So, very impressed with his knowledge and discussing metal is not just metal. Metal is how it's heat treated, how it's tested, and he does a fantastic job in doing that. We've got two models here. We have the SMG Concealed Green Ranger tactical folder. This is also considered a tactical folder over here. This is, well, everyone calls it the Baby Huey, but it's an SJ75 Coyote Tan tactical folding knife. And let's just look at the blades real quick. The blades on these are 3 inches for this one and 4 inches here. Total length on the large one is 9 inches. This is a massive knife. Excuse me. This one's just a little over 7 inches at 7 1/4. We're looking at an S35 VN steel for the blade, and on this one we're looking at a CPM 154 Very big fan of the CPMs, by the way. I think they're just a fantastic metal, really easy to resharpen. Especially on a flat grind, you're looking at a very good combination. The S30V on a hollow ground like this one, I'm a very big fan of the S30 on this one. Very sharp knife. Very impressed with their hollow grounds. This knife, I mean, it looks nearly custom. I was not familiar with this knife at all. And check out this. I mean, let me just bust out my Nitecore flashlight for y'all. I don't know if you guys can see that as well as I can, but you got file work in there. That's really nice. That file work on the edge of the blade, and this is standard. And you got like this texturing here. Really nice, beautiful. It is a really nice knife, and the G10 on this is very grippy. This is a little bit smooth, but the G10 on this is very grippy. Just feels wicked. I really like it a lot. It's a small knife. Well, not really. I mean, it's a 3-inch blade. The cutting area is almost as large as your typical Strider. The good thing about the Strider, design is I was very impressed with how you can choke up on your blade. It's just really fantastic for your hand. The jimping is real functional. Everything's just really made nicely. They thought of everything, like from just little things, like from anybody that carries knives all the time, how your clip tends to wiggle. Well, they've put one screw in here, and they have a pivot point right here that goes through the frame, and this prevents your clip from wiggling back and forth. You have a liner lock that has a stabilizer pin placed in here. This is the concealed carry version. All right, it's smooth to go in and out of your pocket really nicely. I like this a lot better than his typical folders, which I find I handled them and they felt very grippy, fantastic, fantastically grippy, but man, they would tear your pockets up. But if you really need that traction, it's there. You got yourself a lanyard hole, titanium, G10. G10's very strong. A lot of people say, wow, it doesn't have a steel liner in there. Yeah, I believe the blade would fail before the G10 scale would. I would almost guarantee it. Yeah, you're looking at a really beautiful knife here. Jimping extremely functional. So even though this is smooth, you have a very good grip on it. This one doesn't have any jimping, but the design is just fits right in the hand very nicely. It's almost like one of them Texas toothpicks, the way it sits in the back of your palm right there. This bad boy is very sharp. Fantastic EDC blade. So they really hit all the price points. Like for instance, just little things. You got the you have multiple ways of opening this knife. You have your typical thumb studs, and then you also have the hole, Spyderco hole, if you will. You're able to choke up on your blade. You're able to hold the blade back here if you like. You have jimping for good grip. You have smooth scales so it doesn't rip the hell out of your pockets, goes in and out of your pocket. You have a striking point back here. Very good self-defense knife. Very good option. On this knife, it's got the Strider logo. It's labeled CPM 154 USA. And it's got their typical oversized pivot points, very strong. Very impressed. I love the satin finish on this. It's beautiful. Just a gorgeous knife. Absolutely razor sharp, hair shaving sharp. And very impressed. Very impressed, period. I love it. I'm keeping them both. I just absolutely love them. I will be putting up a few of my knives for sale to keep these. These are absolutely beautiful. How these things slid by me, I have no clue. So we had a little guest. I had to cut there for a minute. I got my little daughter here. She's watching me make the video here about Strider knives. And I guess we could get a girl's opinion about this, right? Alright. What do you think about this knife? Is that pretty? It's pretty, huh? You like that one? Alright. Why don't you say it out loud so people can hear? What do you think? You think it's pretty? Say yeah. Yeah? You're nodding your head. Okay, so she likes that one. You think this one's pretty? No? You don't like this one? Alright, if you had to pick one as a girl, which one do you like? The bottom one? Okay. Why don't you like the top one? You don't like the color? Or is it too big?
Too big.
Too big? Okay. Alright, and that's a girl's opinion. She's 3.5 years old. Now she's stating this is too big. You know, I've thought that the Strider knife is a little big myself. But me going through different types of knives and breaking them constantly, I'm looking for a knife that's really going to hold up to, I'm not going to say the abuse, but what I put my knives through. And I think that the large Strider is a very good choice for me. So, do you like the jimping on the back? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? You like that a lot, don't you? Yeah.
That's Daddy's knife with us.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and this is going to be Daddy's knife. Daddy absolutely loves these knives. So, that's really all I got to say. Dwayne is a very knowledgeable guy. Really liked talking with him a lot. Very interesting dude. Like I said, let's keep the personal whatever out of it. He is a very knowledgeable knife maker, and he knows how to market himself. I'm going to post some other things in this video. The NSN numbers, I'm also going to post it. Now the NSN numbers that he's got there, it does say the price. The price has gone up about $20. But NSN wise, for you guys that order knives for your units or whatever, I know for ours we did the Benchmades for almost $200 a piece. The NSN version of this knife is $308. Alright, so for $100 more, you're getting a knife that's not going to break, that is outstanding. So I will throw that picture, a few pictures. The first picture you're going to see is the NSNs. So take a look at that. You guys can write them down and get them ordered for your air crew or whatever. Fantastic blades. The NSN version is basically bare bones. That's how they save, because retail on this one's about $550. All right. The way they do that is it's got your. It does not have the. It's got your typical G10. It's all flat. Got the really good grippiness. It's pure function. So they've made some little cutbacks, but you got the basic knife. Function-wise, it's the same darn knife, and you're looking at a knife that's just completely awesome. So you only live once. Get your air crew the best thing they can possibly get, and I can highly recommend this knife for my buddies in my last squadron to keep them safe. So y'all take it easy. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the pictures that I'm going to throw up at the end. Real quick video. I am not a Strider expert. I am just extremely impressed. I'm a knife collector and knife user, and have I have a lot of experience with knives, and I'm going to tell you, this guy's hit everything that you need to hit when it comes to folding tactical knives. Very impressed. Wow. Functional, fantastic knives. Dwayne, thank you very much, and you all take it easy. Enjoy your weekend.